Hey everyone, Christina here. So nice to see you guys on this Friday afternoon. I wanted to hop on here quick today because we want to talk a little bit about those people that can absolutely crush your dreams and how important it is to put yourself in front of people that are like-minded, positive, encourage you to be the best version of yourself and move forward. So when I was in my 20s, I surrounded myself with just friends that I met. I wasn't conscious about the people that were in my circle. And when I got into a really positive relationship with my husband, I remember my best friend basically disowning me and making up some sort of excuse to why we weren't going to be friends anymore. And I was so hurt. I was hurt for a couple of years until I realized, and it even came back to me this week, that 10 years later, she's still the same person, or 15 years later, she's still the same person. But she didn't want to be friends with me anymore because I was positive in a loving relationship. Like, misery loves company. They love surrounding themselves with people that love to complain and love to live the negative side of life, because then it makes them feel okay about being there and they don't have to get better. They don't have to do anymore. So you have to understand that some people, they don't want to see you succeed. It makes them feel very, very, very uncomfortable because it holds a mirror up in front of them that makes them question what they're doing in their life and if they should be doing more or becoming better instead of settling. And becoming better, this road is not easy. It is not easy to let go of your ego. Hey, Tina! It's not easy to move forward. It's not easy to face some of the stuff that you've been exposed to in your life, and you have these self-sabotaging thoughts or you have self-limiting beliefs. And some people are just not going to want you to succeed. Those people are more concerned about being right than they are about seeing your progress and your success. So it's so important that you surround yourself with people who are truly rooting for you, because they really, truly want you to be the best version of yourself. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Heidi. Nice to see you guys. They really do. These people are constantly pushing you to be better. So, like, when things go sideways, my best friends, they're like, get up, start moving, you got this. There's no, it's okay, my life sucks too. There's none of that. It's get up, get better, get going, you got this, let's go. And those are the people that I put in my tight-knit circle because they push me to be the best version of myself. And you have to be aware of the people who will kill your dreams because they come in many disguises. I remember when I started my online business, my dad saying, how's that pyramid scheme going of yours? Because he didn't understand, right? He was fearful that I was doing something that I might lose money or I might not be successful of. He projected his fears on me because he was taught, go to school, get a trade, get a good job, work there for 40 years, get a pension, retire, blah, 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 blah. But he also showed me that he was in a job for 40 years that he did not like. And I never wanted to live that life. Ever, ever, ever. So he asked me, how's the pyramid scheme going? And he would bug me about it. He'd razz me about it. He'd be like, when are you getting a real job? When's Ryan getting a real job? Because Ryan was able to leave his job. And I was like, Dad, this is a real job. You know, the last time he asked me was 1 year into my business. He's like, well, how much money are you guys making if you guys are not working? I'm like, Dad, I am working. And the last time he asked was the first big paycheck I got, and it was $17,000, and I earned a $50,000 bonus. And that's the last time he ever asked. From now on, he's been very, very proud of my accomplishments, let me tell you. How do you tell your best friend you can't hang out anymore? Right? You just start slowly backing away. You just start being really busy, okay? Because I've had to back away from a lot of people in my life. And you know what? In all honesty, when I started this business, people started backing away from me because they were unsure. They weren't sure what I was doing. But my life today took a 180, and we are happier than we've ever been. We have everything that we need. And I had to leave those people that weren't willing to grow behind. I had to, and put myself in an environment of people that were movers, shakers, and world changers, and people that believed that you could do this. Because when you're filling your mind with crap because your friends or your coworkers, maybe your coworker, maybe you started a business, or maybe you're thinking about a great idea, or you're thinking about doing something different to make some more money or improve your life. Maybe you're thinking about going on a trip, and your coworker's like, really? You think that that's a good idea? I could never do that. So condescending, right? Well, that coworker is going to be working at that job for the next 10 years in a very mundane, day-to-day, uninspired life. And if you want to continue down that path, keep surrounding yourself with people like that who are going to give you their opinions because what you're doing makes them feel uncomfortable because you're growing and you're learning and you're becoming better. Maybe it's siblings. Maybe it is your best friend that is like, I don't think so. But what I've learned in my adult life is that that is not a friend. That person that doesn't support you. I don't care if my best friends purchase products from me, if they join my team, if they work with me. I don't care. Those people, I want to set their soul on fire with their dreams. Their dreams don't have to be my dreams, but you know what they do have to do? They do have to support me. They do have to say, I'm proud of you. They do have to say, what's next for you? They do have to take interest and ask me how I'm doing because that's what friends do. That's what friends do. If your people that are in your inner circle are talking down to you and saying, oh, I don't know if you should do that. That's so ridiculous. I could never do that. If those aren't your people, they are not your people. They are not your tribe. I'm so sorry to tell you this, but at some point in your life, it was 30, I was like, I don't have to put up with this crap anymore. I don't have to be taken down by people that do not want to grow and are comfortable staying where they are because I'm not comfortable. I was meant for more. I was meant to do more. I was meant to have a voice. I was meant to help more people. This is not about my life. This is about what I can do for others, how I can serve others, how I can improve their life. Rachel, how do you deal with getting cursed at and not getting any responses at all? Good question. Okay, so when people curse at me, I give them the thumbs up because that's how they show up in life, right? They show up skeptical. They show up rude. Okay, one time, I'm going to tell you the story really quick. I did not mean for this to be a long video, but I'm so excited about this. So one time, I sent them a message and asked if they were open to making money online. I don't care if you're not open. If it's not for you, it's totally fine. I don't care. But somebody told me to shove something up my butt and told me that I was a CUNT and went blah, 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 blah. You're scamming people. Now, I went to my husband laughing because in the beginning, that hurt me. In the beginning, I was like, how could anybody think that I was doing that? This business changed my life. This business changed the trajectory of my family and our legacy. This business gave me a chance to be a millionaire when none of my other family members are. That's what this business did for me. So when they came at me and said that, I laughed. A lot of the times, you have to understand that that's how people show up. And I said to my husband, I said, could you imagine? My husband was an excellent bartender. Like, he is so efficient. He's so fast. He is organized. He is a master of his craft. Absolutely incredible. I said, could you imagine somebody coming up to you at the bar and saying, hey, you're really good at what you do. I love you've got great skills. This drink is fantastic. So that's what I'd said to this person. Your profile's amazing. You're super, you're super out there. You're outgoing. You look like you're having a lot of fun, right? Could you imagine looking at me in person and saying, get out of here. Like, I want nothing to do with you, blah, blah. That's how those people show up in life. They show up crappy. They treat people like crap. They show up in a way that's what they attract. And so, yes, they're going to think that what you're offering them is a scam. Yes, but those people are never going to progress. They have no desire to get better. They have no desire to improve their life. They have no desire to let go of their silly little egos and become better human beings. So they're not your people. They're not your people. And so many people get hung up on not getting responses, especially if they're working on an online business. Here's the deal. Do you walk into every store that if you're walking down the road and you walk into a clothing store, do you walk out with something every single time you walk into the store? Do you walk into the grocery store and do you think that Heinz ketchup is like, oh man, we just should stop making ketchup because she didn't buy it from us? I don't like ketchup. I hate ketchup. I think it's terrible. So no, I'm not your customer, and that's okay, right? You're not trying to sell to me. You're trying to sell to the people that love ketchup. Or if you walk into a clothing store, and you don't find something that you like and you walk out, does it mean that person should close down their clothing store and give up on life because I didn't buy an item of clothing because it wasn't my style? No, they're not my people. It doesn't matter. It totally doesn't matter. Let me see if there's any other questions here. Heidi, if your best friend supports you, but she's a negative Nancy, God, give her some personal development books. Or, again, stop spending time with them. Because happiness, positivity comes from here. It's a choice. You're not going to make her any better. You're not going to bring her up. What the best thing that you can do is go out there and crush it and succeed and start bringing her into bigger circles that have more positive people of influence, that have more inspiration, that have bigger dreams. That's the best thing that you can do for your best friend, is start spending time with people that you want to be more like, and hopefully that will raise the bar for her and make her understand that there's more out of life than just complaining about everything that's going wrong. Because again, when people complain, that's what they get in life. It's a magnifier. It's an absolute magnifier. And no, you don't need anybody to believe in you but yourself. So stop depending on other people, right? Like, if you expect your parents, your siblings, your friends, your family, like everybody to support you, it's not going to happen. When I first started my business, my husband was very skeptical. He had parents that had been in direct sales or network marketing, and he didn't see them succeed, and he was nervous. And I looked at him and I said, "Do you love me?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "Do you trust me?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "Okay, I'm going to do this thing for a year and we'll see where we are." And at that year, he was able to leave his job. We were making 5 figures a month and we earned the $50,000 bonus. So he maybe was nervous. It wasn't that he didn't support me. He was nervous because he wanted me to make the right decision. He also wanted me to relax when I was on mat leave. But if you guys know me, you know that that's not even a thing. Like, I don't even know how I could do that. So, thank you so much, Raquel. Is it Raquel? I don't know. I can't pronounce your name, but I'm going to message you after this to make sure that I'm saying it right. I have had to build my network after being deleted. I have had 5 Facebook accounts. Yep, that's happened. I just don't give up. You know, I was watching a video the other day. I was actually watching a TED Talks. And Rashay, thanks, doll. I appreciate that. Rashay, I'm sorry. So I was watching a TED Talks the other day. And you know what the number one thing is for successful people? Do you know what that is? It's not money. It's not affluence. It's not education. It's not social circles. It's not passion. The one thing that sets people up for success the most is grit. It's that you don't care what other people think. It's that you have done all the personal development to gain confidence that you don't care what other people are saying. I don't care if people don't want to do this. I don't care if people think it's silly. What I do care is surrounding myself with people that are supportive. So like I said, my inner circle of people, like, I do work with one of my best friends, but my other best friends, I wholeheartedly support their growth journey. I wholeheartedly support their businesses and shout them out from the rooftop, just like they do with me. And they tell me how proud of me they are, you know, and those are the people that I want to keep in my life. Those are true friends. Those are people that are going to be with you for a very long time. But you have to understand that there are people out there that don't want you to win. They want to sabotage you. They will ask you questions to sow doubt. Like, do you really think that this is a good idea? Do you really think you're going to be successful at that? I know a lot of people that aren't. Or maybe they'll come in and you've started an online business and they're like, do you really think that's the company you want to work for? Like, what about this company or what about that? Because those people are sowing seeds of doubt, and these people will rob you of your success. They will rob you of your dreams, and they will cost you everything that you have worked so hard for you and your family to achieve. They will cost you everything. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful who you put yourself in front of, and you have to avoid all of those people that plant little seeds of negativity. And I'm sorry if they're your best friend. I'm so sorry if that's what's happened. But I promise you, late in your adult life, you can find people that will fill that void, that will lift you up, that will infuse confidence and belief in you, and that will support you, because there are always 2 sides of the coin. Just make sure you're spending time with the people that raise you up, not the people that tear you down. And those people can come in many disguises. Okay? Thank you, Tina. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. We'll see you soon. Happy Friday. Bye.